Do you really? For everybody?
Exactly.
Oh, please. Yes.
Use the game plan.
Yes.
Did this feel like a big win to you?
I mean, yeah, because we know who Boston is. I know they're missing JB and Porzingis, but I feel like it was a good test. They've been playing well. Despite those guys, they have a certain style that we haven't seen. And Tatum's been playing awesome. D. White's playing awesome. So defensively, to try to match up with him was great. And an environment that's tough to win in no matter who's playing. Obviously, we know what happened last year. So it was a great test, knowing we haven't done a damn thing, but it felt good.
Steve really kind of lit into you after a second quarter turnover, and even asked him about it. I mean, he's really seems to be preaching that like the margin of error has lessened in like even small little mistakes that maybe in past years you guys did, you just can't do anymore. I mean, how vital is that to even limit just the transition turnover in the second quarter?
It's a mindset that, one, I want to be coached just like everybody else. So I don't get sensitive about getting yelled at if you make a dumb play. Especially it led to a three on the other end. It's avoidable, and we have to be able to take care of possessions, especially against good teams. And one, I didn't have another turnover after that, which is nice. But two, it's just like a mindset that everybody has to be committed to. Me and Draymond are going to have turnovers. We have the ball in our hands a lot. You try to take some chances here and there, but it's the kind of turnovers like the one like that where it's, even if Wiggs catches it, I think it was throwing it to Wiggs, it's still a tough play. So just let the action happen and keep the game under control. Win the possession game. It's always big for us.
What goes into slowing their offense for you guys on defense? I know last year you tried that game plan and it didn't work as well. Tonight, pretty effective. Is it new personnel? Is it just a new scheme? Like, what was able to slow them?
It's just trying to keep bodies on bodies in the half court. They have a very specific style. They want to get up as many threes as possible. They want to pick on certain guys, get JT in spots where he can create. They let it fly, and it's proven successful. So you have to live with some of the shots just because you can't guard everything. But if you make them play in a crowd, take tough twos, where they got back into it, we couldn't get a rebound. And then they start spraying, and you have four guys that can shoot threes. It's hard to cover everything. So then it's just make or miss at that point. So thankfully, we were able to, have a personnel lineup down the stretch where we're a little bigger than we were last year. We have more wing defenders, and again, if we can get a rebound, we're usually in good shape. So we played great half-court defense tonight, and it's very hard against them.
You've seen Loon come through for you guys so many times. What do you think about his fourth quarter and obviously his offensive rebounding down the stretch?
Very reminiscent of every big moment that he's been a part of to help us win at the highest level. That whole 22 playoff run, there's been times in the last 2 years where he's made huge contributions, and I'm so happy for him that he's getting rewarded with the work that he put in the offseason to get his body right, and he's moving well. He's able to still be physical, and he's just super smart. We know he knows where to be at all times and how to play position basketball, so it's been great.
Are you able to share any of the words that Steve said to you during that second quarter?
The what?
Are you able to share any of the words that Steve said to you during that turnover?
It's nothing I haven't heard from AAU to now. It's just good coaching.
Steph, what was the process like for you early in your career when you're going through the process of trying to repeat? Like, is there, whether it be a focus thing over the long haul, knowing you got to be there at the end, like just kind of the mindset through a long regular season? And what was key during these months as you're gearing up for doing it again?
I think it's actually, this part's easy because you're on a high still and you have like championship glow and confidence. the dog days of like pre All-Star run, and then that's probably the hardest stretch, just because you understand like everybody counts All-Star weekend as like a halfway mark, but the playoffs is a 2-month gauntlet. So like you're trying to stay mentally, fresh. But right now it's, you're playing with ultimate confidence and with house money. You're the champs, and I mean, you can get everybody's best shot because you're now getting, the hunted. But usually you overcome that with an identity that you've, know is paid off at the highest level to win a championship, and that usually carries you. So it is a long year, though.
Before the season, Steph, you said, you hope that this team can be relevant early. Is a 7-1 start, win over the defending champs at their place, is that what you had in mind, or are you still waiting to see even more?
We haven't done anything yet. I mean, a good team or a relevant team wins the games they're supposed to win. You steal a couple on the road against good teams. You protect your home court. We've done those things so far, but we got 2 more games on this road trip, 2 tough tests. And again, it's still the way we play. It's every night is different, so you never really get too comfortable because you still have to stay on your toes. You don't know who's playing. You don't know whose night it's going to be. You don't know. You just know that everybody's going to be asked to do something this season to contribute. So I like where we're at, obviously, but long way to go.
How much is that playing a part in what you guys are doing right now, Steph? The fact that you are playing a bunch of guys and there is the ability to kind of have everybody play at max effort for large stretches of the game, switching guys in and out.
I mean, until proven otherwise, that's how we have to play, and we've talked about it. Coach has talked about it till he's blue in the face already. Like every practice, every film session, every pregame talk, it's the same message. So it is who we are right now. It's who we have to be. You obviously know as the season goes on, rotations it happened tonight. Like rotations get a little tight in the second half just because you're trying to win and you're trying to put the pieces together. But it's a fun way to play because again, every night is different and everybody has to stay engaged. And it's working.
Steph, on a different note, you had come out as a supporter of Kamala Harris. I wondered if you had anything you're comfortable sharing about your thoughts about last night's result.
Yeah, I supported her, the DNC. It's a fair election. It's a situation where Trump won. Congratulate them on a hard-fought campaign, and the whole part about how this country's supposed to work is, everybody supporting each other and coming with the right intentions to lead the country in the right direction. That's my hope. I don't hold any resentment or any ill will or anything. You want these next 4 years to go great for everybody. So we want accountability on that front too. So that's all we want.
All right, all good?
Thanks.